I was pleased with the victory. The kids really pushed themselves and fought hard the last 2 weeks. It's been a long 2 weeks. We've done a lot of soul searching, but I was really pleased the way we prepared. I was pleased the way we started the game. We really wanted to lean on Toa Taua today, and I think that was a really important part of our offensive success was our ability to block for the run and Toa being consistent running it, career high touches. That was kind of by design today. I thought Romeo showed up. We've been looking for Romeo the last few weeks, and he showed up and made some big plays. And I was really proud of Malik Henry. I thought he really handled the game well as far as what we asked him to do. He got his playmakers involved and got Toa going, and a lot of that was his decision-making and in his ability to handle the package that we gave him. Defensively, we did some pretty good things, but we started the game well and we finished the game, which is what we had to do. And, there's a lot of great things we can build on. 4-2 at the halfway mark. Our first quarter of the season, we won 2 out of 3. The second quarter of the season, we won 2 out of 3. So we're on schedule and really looking forward to the challenge of going on the road these next 2 weeks and playing really good conference games. And we'll learn an awful lot about our football team on these 2 games on the road. So with that, I'm really, really proud of our effort. And, and what can you say about Talton? I mean, he's just amazing kid, incredibly confident, focused, mature beyond his years. And, I don't think there was anybody in the stadium that didn't think he was going to make that kick. I mean, that's the kind of confidence our team has in him. And, he's played 6 games and he's already kicked 2 field goals that most guys never have in their career. So that's a pretty good statement for him, and we're pretty excited that we get to have him for 4 years. So with that, any questions?
Coach, how energized was this team? I understand. At the beginning of the game, it looked that way. Was that because of adjustments that were made the last couple of weeks, or was it because there was a new quarterback?
I think we have a proud bunch of kids. I think they were embarrassed about how we played, and I think they wanted to come out and show people that we're capable of playing good football, good aggressive football, and so I think that was it. I know we wanted to play better on defense, offense, and I know our guys were responsible for their performance and they took ownership of it, which I was really proud of. And so, we got to build on it. We still, made some mistakes, and that's a very, very improved football team we played. I'm so impressed with Josh Love, with the quarterback, and I told him that after the game. He's just playing at a very high level. He's so confident and dialed into what he's doing. So he's an awfully good football player, and he did a tremendous job today. And so we'll just have to continue to grow on that. We're gonna see another good quarterback next week, and so we gotta kind of step up and know that people are going to attack us in certain ways, and some of the things that have hurt us in the passing game, we're going to keep seeing it until we stop it. So we're going to have to find a way to do that. But really proud of our team effort in every phase of responding to what we had to do to win the game.
What was your message to Malik making his first FBS start?
I just told him just to play with poise and try to execute the game plan, and he did a great job of that. I was really proud of him. And it's been a long road for that kid. He's been a lot of places and been through a lot of ups and downs. And, I've always liked junior college quarterbacks because they've been humbled, and Malik's been humbled, but I was really proud of his performance. He threw some pretty amazing balls, and, a couple we didn't come down with. The ball he threw to Romeo I thought was beautiful. And so that's what he's capable of doing. So we just got to keep getting better as a team and playing with great chemistry. And, we got a chance to really improve the second half of the season.
You mentioned want to get Toa going as well. Was that just to get the running game going, or was it kind of to take a load off Malik's shoulders?
No, I just think, when you're not playing as well as you can, I mean, you got to lean on your best players. And Toa's one of our best players. Romeo's one of our best players. I think Malik's a very talented guy. And so we just wanted to ride those guys and let them do what they do. And we felt like that was the right thing to do. And, we got to continue to do that. Our best players, if we're going to win, our best players are going to have to play good. And, the second half of the season, these are all important conference games. Those guys got to show up every week, and they got to be good. And so, I was proud of that. And so we'll continue to feed those guys.
Matt said earlier this week, I think he'd be simplified a little bit from the league. How much were they simplified? Does he have like a lot of room to kind of grow in these?
Yeah, he does. And we simplified, and it wasn't just for Malik. It was for all of our guys. We believe in simplicity and execution, and we just weren't getting the execution that we wanted. And so we wanted to simplify and work on things more. And it comes down to what your kids can do well in the game. And, in the game, they revert back to what they do in practice. And so they have to practice it well. And if they're not practicing it well, then we need to throw it out. So we'll continue to grow. And, the one thing about Malik is he's got great vision, and he can see the field and make adjustments. And, most of the times when he tells you something, that's exactly what happened. And so I just appreciate that about him. And, you learn players as you play games with them. Practice is a different animal. It's not even close to what a game is like. And that's the one thing I was really impressed with Malik. When he saw something in the defense, he'd come over and explain it, and we could make adjustments, and that's really helpful.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, guys.
First and foremost.
How big was it to come away with that win the way you did too?
Wasn't pretty, but definitely got the job done. Never satisfied. Always got room to improve, but just looking forward to next week.
What do you think of the way Malik led you guys today?
Oh, great mindset. He kept his composure all game. When I came up on a big mess up, fumbled and had a touchback. He was right there picking me up and, telling me, the game's not over. We're going to go right back down the drive. He kept his composure and kept the whole team on their toes.
Was there a different energy in the locker room knowing that he was going to be the starter and then you guys actually played it?
Really, no matter who we got going in for us, we believe in all of our quarterbacks, and no matter what quarterback we're going to play with, it's the same energy. We got to bring the same energy every game, and have that same mindset to just go out and contribute.
What was your mindset going into this game? As Coach said that he wanted to get you going offensively.
I just want to do whatever is best for the team. If he wanted to give me the ball 34 times, then that's what we had to do. And all credit to the linemen making holes up front, and wide receivers making blocks down the field.
Were you kind of surprised at how well the offensive line played, given that different pieces moving around and getting us?
Definitely not. We had a great week of practice. Just the preparation for this week's game was amazing. I just felt the energy every day coming out to practice, and it wasn't no surprise.
Did this feel like it could have been like a turning point? You had 2 weeks to kind of marinate on a tough night, and then you had a huge opportunity here to kind of dictate which way your season would go. Did it feel like that?
What you mean?
Well, I mean, it's just like, did you feel like this was a crossroad of the season? The year could go one way or another depending on how today went. Was there a lot of hype in this?
Definitely not. We take every team the same, and we just try to win. Really, that's really the mindset we're going into. We just try to win every ball game, and no matter how we do it, we just try to get it done.
How important was a fast start to you guys? There's been some poor first quarters overall, and you guys just jumped on these guys right away today. Was that something that was discussed going in?
Definitely, you always want to start fast and get the tempo going first, but in reality, you always want to finish strong too. So we got a lot of things to improve on that part, and we just got to get to it next week.
The schedule gets a little bit, I guess not weird, but different for you guys now with 3 straight Mountain Division teams coming up and a new group of teams. Have you guys put any thought into that yet?
We're just taking game by day, game by game. Just next game. And that's what we're gonna look forward to Utah State now, and we're just gonna we'll move from there.
What's it like to have number 2 back?
Oh, that's my best friend, man. Love that guy. He puts a hurting on that defense. Sometimes they think it's me back there and they be backing up. I'm like, nah, that's the other back. Like he do that. He do the punishing for me. He weakens softens the defense up. I love the way he runs. He brings a great attitude. He's also the one, picking me up through the hard times throughout the game and keeping my spirits up.
Anything else for Tom? Questions for Dom?
How big was it to come up with that win?
It was pretty big for our team, definitely from the L we took 2 weeks ago. It was good to get that taste out of our mouth, and we've been waiting all week, preparing for them to get this W, and it's good to just get it.
How much did you guys feel pressure as a pass rushing group to kind of make some plays?
Yeah, we definitely did. We was calling a little bit more blitzes than usual just to put some pressure in his quarterback's face. He's good being in his rhythm. He was playing good all season. So, our job was just to get him off his spot, whether if it's a sack or not, just get him off his spot, make the timing bad.
And you guys not only did that, but then in the first quarter with Austin's interception return, the defense, which has been criticized a bit, comes through with the big play. I mean, was that just a spirit lifter for you guys to see that happen?
It definitely was a spirit lifter. I definitely believe our first half we played good in this whole season, but as a defense we got to figure out how to finish. Our second half wasn't our best, and that did uplift us, but we need to keep playing through and through. The game's not over just because we got 1 pick six.
Another interesting thing is, although they got some yards, I believe it was 2 for 12 for their third downs. Was that, do you guys, when you hear that third down call coming, is that something you concentrated on today?
Oh yeah, definitely. We just was reading our keys. Once they got down, we knew they was going to start passing a lot. So our coach gave us free reign to just go after him. Go through our keys, and if it's pass, go. Like, don't try to read nothing. Just try to get in the face. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, we already kind of knew coming in at the third down it was going to be pass. So we was trying to just get on it.
Is the key with a guy like Josh Love, is the key to get him moving?
The key is to get him moving. When I was in his face, I didn't realize how short he was. They said he was 6'2", and I was like, you about 5'11". But once we was getting in his face, we was making him have to throw high, and I think that's what got Stoy's interception. Just when we was getting in his face, we was making him throw higher balls, and as you can see, 2 of 12. That's what that happens.
Did you feel like the team was at a crossroads these last 2 weeks? Like this game was going to kind of dictate how the rest of the year could potentially go for you guys, and how long, especially with the defense, was this layoff for you guys to get to the next game?
Definitely this game I felt was going to dictate us. If we would have went 3-3, who knows how the teams mentally would have been. You know what I'm saying? So getting that 4-2 is definitely good. And, we had time. We had preparation for them, 2 weeks of, running, acting. You know what I'm saying? We was acting like as if we was not 3-2. You know what I'm saying? We had that, feel of, dude, we need to pick it up. So definitely getting this taste out of our mouth is good for us.
What do you think of number 16?
On their team? Oh, Malik Henry? Oh, yeah. Hey, Malik, I believe in all our quarterbacks, honestly. Whoever they put out there, I trust them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why all of them has got the call to lead our offense. Malik did look poised. He looked savvy, a couple of mistakes. But, it's football, so it happens. But he looked really good out there. The O-line definitely showed up today. Looked really good, too, as well. I'm happy for our offense.
Mentioned that you kind of adjusted the routine that you guys had the last couple of weeks. How did that play into today's win at all?
I feel personally for me it made me more locked in. He had a rule saying no social media on Friday, but I took the dignity to do it all week. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to take it all out. You know, we was finally starting to buy into the new things he was asking us to do. And, you know, it did help a little bit. It helped with our mental, we feel, definitely, because, you know, you ain't got your phone, and kids nowadays, they need that. So, you know, to just be more locked in on what we had rather than the phone, you know what I'm saying? We're more locked in on our plays and what we got to do the next day. So definitely what he did helped out for sure.
Is that something that you expect to continue the rest of the season?
Oh, definitely, especially after this W, definitely.
Anything else for Don? All right, thank you. It's for Brandon.
Here we are again, man. What did it feel like to get out there and have this opportunity to have another a game kind of come down to your foot?
Well, luckily it felt familiar, you know, so just going out there, having already done it before, being in the same place, left hash, since the last one was left hash as well. Just doing what I was been practicing all week and these last weeks, and I executed.
6 games in, you haven't missed a PAT or a field goal. How do you explain the run that you're on right now?
I have no idea how to explain it. Just doing my job and.
A couple of months ago, a few guys on your team said they didn't even know who you are, didn't even know that you were a kicker. How has life changed from when you started with this team to where you are now with a couple game winners under your belt?
Just definitely closer with the guys, because beforehand it was like, I mean, no one knew who I was. I was just going to go out there and try to make a name for myself, like during fall camp and all that. And then now just like having a closer bond with the guys, them knowing who I am, it's just really cool to have a bond with them.
What's that feel like when you come off the field, kicking it at the buzzer?
It's an unreal feeling. It's like, it's hard to explain. It's just, you do it and then also you see it go through, and I mean, I just believe that's what I'm expected to do, because I mean, that's my job, is to go out there and make field goals, make kicks and stuff. So just going out there and doing my job, it's kind of like just the same feeling to me as it would be another kick, but then seeing the result after the game is the different feeling.
With the second half score closing in and then never being more than 7 points, is there a feeling as a kicker that this is going to come down to a kick? Do you start, does it change anything you do or anything like that?
No, it's just, okay, we got the ball, we're driving, I'm going to go in the net and warm up. And then if we have to punt, then okay, I'm going to stop warming up, I'm going to stretch a little bit, try to keep the legs warm in case we get the ball back. It's just the same routine. You can't really change it. You got to stay the same all the time, so you got to eliminate variables and all that, so.
Statistically, I know that you're one of the very few freshman kickers to begin with, and then also the list is smaller for kickers who have hit, 12 field goals already this season. Is that something that enters into your thinking, that you're part of this exclusive group, or do you not think that way?
No, it's just doing my job. They've given me 12 field goals. I nailed all 12 field goals. It's just what they've asked of me, and I'm just going to keep on doing that. So there is a few amount of people that have done that yet, but I think I'm still looking up to those other guys, like the kicker from Georgia, all those other guys that have been doing it for a while and stay consistent throughout he's a senior now, so he stayed consistent. So I'm just looking up to him, trying to do what he's doing. So.
Is there a different energy with this team with Malik and a quarterback set?
No, I don't think so. It's just we've already played with, this is the third quarterback now. Team's still doing their thing, still doing the same outcome. So I don't think so.
Anything else for Brandon? All right, thank you.
How good does it feel to come away with a win in your first start?
Can you speak up? I'm sorry.
How good does it feel to come away with a win in your first start?
It feels great. I got a great group of guys behind me, great coaching staff, and they all helped me. They all propelled me, further and higher, and that's all we're going to do. We're going to keep going higher, and, we're not going to look back. All we got to do is execute and know the game plan. If we do those two things, then, we're going to come out with a win every time.
You said you weren't nervous earlier this week. What were you feeling when you woke up today and came to Mackey Stadium?
I felt just how I feel every day. I felt pretty good. You know, I was comfortable with the game plan. I was comfortable with our coaching staff. Putting us in the right position. I was comfortable with my guys. I know they're going to make plays for me if I just give them the ball. There's some checks I had to make and tried to get the balls to some playmakers, and they made plays for me, and that's how we drove down the field. My O-line did a great job of blocking. Every week, I know those guys go through a lot, and it's tough on them, but they did a great job for me today. They protected me very well. The pocket was good all night, and it's really their game. You know what I'm saying? They did a great job.
How comfortable were you with the offense today? Coach Lumby said earlier in the week that things were kind of simplified for you. Did you kind of feel that way, and how did you react to that?
I'm very comfortable with the offense. There were just some plays that I haven't ran before, just from me being out and from me just being hurt. And so getting into this week, we tried to just put together a package for me and kind of just put together some plays that I liked and some plays that I felt comfortable with and some plays that we could really execute. And I think we just did a great job of it today.
What was the biggest difference going out there in this kind of environment as opposed to the JUCO level?
There's nothing. It's a game. It's a football game. There's no difference. Every game you got to go into with the same mindset, and that's execute and make sure your guys are communicating. Execution and communication are the two key things out there, especially in our offense because we run a spread and we got a lot of tags, a lot of things that are changing, and a lot of different protection calls. So communication and execution, and we're good.
What did you think of the way this one played out? Because early on it looked like you might run away with it, and suddenly here they come, and then you have the ball in your hands 2.5 to go win a game, and you guys did.
Yes, sir. Coach Norvell tells us never to worry, and every time a little adversity came, I didn't worry. He told me that some adversity was going to come during the game, and whether it was in the beginning or towards the end, it was going to come, and I just kept telling myself not to worry. We prepare for situations like that. And our coaches do a great job of preparing us for those. And I think we went out there and handled it really well.
The rich tradition of running the ball well here, and we saw it today. How much does that take weight off of your shoulders, and what does it mean to have that room and have so much talent in that room?
Man, we got a lot of talent in that room. Toa Kelt, they can both run the ball. Man, we had Big Tay back today. That was great to have, him helping us out in the pass protection also really helped us out. And our running backs are so good. We don't even have to throw the ball. But they did a great job spreading the defense out for me. They did a great job of keeping the defense on their toes. And, it helped us really mix in our runs and our passes. And I think it kept our offense well balanced today. And, they're a great room. Coach Vi coaches them up really well. And, I just think we're going to keep going. We're keep going up from here.
In the past, you said that you just want to play football. How nice was it to get out there and play once again?
Yeah, it felt great. It felt good being able to play. I suffered through some injuries early on in the season, and my guys never let me down. They never let me put my head down. They always picked me up. They were always there to back me up, and especially today, I made some mistakes. Our defense came out there and shut it down and got us the ball back, and I think that's what I needed. That's what I needed. It was a bunch of guys behind me, and if I had that, then I had all the faith in the world that we were going to win and execute and do what we need to do.
The big picture, how big was that 75-yard bomb to Romeo Dubs? Because Coach Norvell
75?
75 yards.
Man, I didn't even know it was that long. That's pretty cool. But no, it's great play call by Coach Norvell. He dialed that up, and I just went through my reads and let it fly. Romeo Dubs is one of the fastest guys in this league, and he could fly, man. He could run with the best of them, and so I knew if I just put it up and let him run under it, he would catch it for me.
Did you get a sense of a different energy with this team with you and a quarterback, or did it feel the same whether it was Christian or Carson out there?
I think the other two guys did a great job in the early games, and I think that me just stepping in, there was a lot I needed to do to kind of just keep us going, make checks and certain things like that. And whether it's those two guys or me, I think, if we just go out there and execute what our coaches tell us to do and the coaches plan, that we're going to be good no matter who's out there quarterback.
What do you think was the biggest difference in moving the football this time around? Because you guys put up a touchdown in the first drive, whereas the last game didn't score a touchdown at all. They gave us some looks that I could play with. When we went to doubles, they like to spread out the buck and the plug. They like to go wide, and so I knew if I held it a little longer, I could maybe get a chance at that stick route. And they gave us some randies. When we went into 3-by-1, they gave us some randies. They played off, and my receivers did a great job blocking. That was a check that we made. But I just think execution in this game. Execution, we had preached that during this week in practice, and
we all came out there and we believed in ourselves and we believed in the guy next to us, and we got it done.
9 different guys, excuse me, caught passes. Is that something you like to see? Do you think that's a strength of the team, that you can check down and see different guys?
Definitely. I think we're in an air raid system, and I think our air raid, it's designed to get the ball to our playmakers. And so when I'm in there, whatever I can do, I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to get it to our playmakers and let them make the plays. That's what they're here for.
Anything else from Malik?
Was there ever a time you wondered if you would get to this moment to start a Division I game and lead a team to a victory?
Yeah, there was a time where I didn't think I would play football anymore, but God works in mysterious ways, and I never gave up. I have a great team here that stood behind me when I first got here, and they're still behind me right now. They never let me put my head down. They never let me give up, and they believed in me, and so I went out there and had to do it for them. I believe in each one of our guys, and no matter who's out there, if we execute and communicate, we're gonna win.
What kind of feedback did you get from teammates, friends, family after the game?
Nothing but positivity. I struggled, and most of that was on me. Most of those, the reason why they were in good field position was because of me. I threw some picks, and I got to go back in the lab and do some film and really look at that. But as far as that, I think as far as we if we just stick together, we're good.
Kurt is giving you the nickname M16. Do you accept that?
I think I came up with that nickname, but it's okay. Yeah, definitely. That's kind of something I like to ride with. I've worn 16 since high school, so yeah, that's a cool nickname.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.